You. Time, it doesn't wait. Every second that slips away is a second you can never get back. Are you using it wisely or letting it control you? Not every task in your day carries the same weight. Yet so often we allow ourselves to be consumed by the trivial, the urgent but insignificant, and the demands that others place upon us. Prioritizing what truly matters means stepping back and asking yourself a simple yet profoundly powerful question. Does this action bring me closer to my goals, my growth, and my purpose? Life is short, and every moment we spend on things that don't move us forward is a moment lost, one we cannot reclaim. When you begin to distinguish between what is important and what is merely urgent, you gain clarity. You start to recognize the difference between the noise that surrounds you and the signals that truly guide your path. This clarity is the first step toward mastery of your time and your life. Investing your energy wisely requires courage because it often means saying no. Saying no to distractions, to unnecessary commitments, and even to opportunities that seem appealing but do not align with your long-term vision. It is a conscious decision to protect your focus and your energy, because what you choose to prioritize defines your future. The tasks that align with your highest goals deserve your attention, your dedication, and your best effort. Everything else should be delegated, delayed, or eliminated. This does not mean neglecting responsibilities, but it does mean discerning where your presence is most valuable and impactful. When you focus on what truly matters, you also create a sense of purpose in your daily life. Each action becomes intentional, each decision purposeful. You no longer drift through your day reacting to circumstances. Instead, you act with intention. Your goals are no longer abstract ideas floating in the back of your mind. They become a roadmap, guiding each step you take. And as you commit to this focused approach, you will notice a remarkable transformation. The tasks that once felt overwhelming become manageable. Your energy multiplies, and the sense of accomplishment grows. This is because greatness is rarely the result of sporadic effort or scattered energy. It is the product of consistent, concentrated action toward what truly matters. Distractions are everywhere, from the endless scroll of social media to the constant barrage of messages and demands from others. Choosing to focus is an act of discipline, and discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. By prioritizing wisely, you reclaim control over your life. You create space to nurture your skills, invest in your growth, and build the future you desire. Every great achievement in history was the result of someone who recognized the importance of focus, someone who devoted themselves to what truly mattered despite the noise and chaos around them. In the end, prioritizing what truly matters is about more than productivity. It is about living a life of purpose. It is about investing your energy in the things that shape your destiny, that elevate your potential, and that leave a lasting impact on your world. When you commit to focusing on what truly matters, you step into a life of intention, clarity, and extraordinary possibility. Planning your day with intent is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate, because time, once lost, can never be recovered. Every morning you are given a blank canvas, a new opportunity to direct your energy, your focus, and your actions toward the life you want to create. Yet so often we drift through our days reacting to what happens around us, rather than steering our course with purpose. A day without a plan is like a ship without a captain. It drifts aimlessly, subject to the currents and winds of circumstance. To take control, you must become the captain of your own day, charting a course that aligns with your goals, your values, and your vision for the future. Planning with intent begins with clarity. Before diving into tasks, take a moment to identify what truly needs your attention. List your priorities, not just the urgent demands, but the tasks that will move your life forward in meaningful ways. When you write down your priorities, you create a roadmap, a tangible guide that helps you navigate the complexities of your day. It is not enough to rely on memory or improvisation. Intentional planning transforms intention into action and ensures that nothing important gets lost in the chaos. Once your priorities are clear, it's time to schedule your work. Allocate specific blocks of time for each task and commit to honoring them. This is not just about creating a timetable, it's about treating your time as sacred. When you dedicate focused periods to high-value activities, you maximize productivity and create momentum that carries you forward. Scheduling also helps you avoid multitasking, which is a productivity killer. By giving each task your full attention, you ensure higher quality work and faster completion. Honoring your time requires discipline. It means resisting distractions, setting boundaries, and protecting the space you have carved out for your most important work. It means turning off notifications, saying no to interruptions, and making a commitment to yourself that your day will not be dictated by the whims of others or the endless noise of modern life. When you treat your time with respect, you elevate the value of every minute and reinforce the habit of intentional living. Planning with intent also gives you the power of perspective. By reviewing your schedule, you can identify patterns, adjust strategies, and focus on what truly matters instead of getting lost in busyness. It allows you to balance work, rest, and personal growth, creating a life that is productive, purposeful, and fulfilling.
Ultimately, planning your day with intent is about ownership. It is the recognition that your life is shaped not by chance, but by the choices you make every morning. Each planned day becomes a step toward mastery of your time and consequently mastery of your life. By writing down your priorities, scheduling your work, and honoring your commitments, you take control of the hours, and in doing so, you take control of your destiny. The day belongs to those who shape it, and when you plan with intention, you ensure that your days and your life are guided by purpose, clarity, and extraordinary potential. Big goals, the kind that inspire us and push us to dream beyond our current circumstances, can also feel intimidating, even paralyzing. When faced with a massive project or a life-changing objective, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the sheer scale of what needs to be accomplished. This feeling of overwhelm can lead to hesitation, procrastination, and even self-doubt. But the truth is that no great achievement ever happens all at once. Every monumental success is the result of consistent, focused action, broken down into manageable, achievable steps. When you learn to approach your goals in this way, you transform the impossible into the possible, the overwhelming into the doable. Breaking tasks into smaller steps begins with clarity and vision. You must first understand the end goal. What does success look like? Once the destination is clear, you can map out the journey. Instead of staring at the mountain as a single insurmountable obstacle, you identify each path, each step, each small climb that will gradually lead you to the summit. This process allows you to focus on one thing at a time, reducing stress and increasing confidence, because progress, no matter how small, is tangible and measurable. Every small victory achieved along the way fuels momentum. Crossing even a minor task off your list releases a sense of accomplishment, builds motivation, and strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. Momentum is a powerful force. It transforms effort into habit and habit into progress. By celebrating these small wins, you maintain energy and enthusiasm, which propels you forward toward the next step and the next until the big goal that once seemed distant now becomes inevitable. Breaking tasks down also sharpens focus. When each step is clearly defined, you know exactly what needs to be done in the moment. This reduces indecision and prevents wasted time and energy on distractions or irrelevant tasks. It allows you to channel your efforts into meaningful action, ensuring that every movement you make brings you closer to your goal. Focused, deliberate steps create efficiency and maximize productivity, turning what once felt overwhelming into a structured, actionable plan. This approach also fosters resilience. Challenges are inevitable, but when goals are broken into smaller steps, setbacks are easier to manage. You can adjust, recalibrate, and continue moving forward without losing sight of the ultimate objective. Each completed step builds confidence, reinforces determination, and strengthens your ability to face obstacles with courage and clarity. In the end, breaking tasks into manageable steps is not just a strategy for productivity, it is a mindset that empowers you to tackle life's challenges with confidence and persistence. Step by step, day by day, even the largest goals can be accomplished. Every small action compounds over time, turning effort into achievement and vision into reality. By embracing this approach, you create a path where progress is inevitable, momentum becomes unstoppable, and success transforms from a distant dream into a lived reality. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. From the constant ping of notifications on our phones to the endless scroll of social media feeds, from urgent messages demanding immediate attention to the countless interruptions that fill our days, it's no wonder productivity often feels out of reach. If you want to achieve your goals and make meaningful progress, you must learn to eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Discipline is not a suggestion, it is a necessity. Guarding your time is not just a habit, it is an act of self-respect and a declaration that your focus and your purpose matter more than anything that seeks to pull you away from them. Eliminating distractions begins with awareness. You cannot remove what you do not recognize. Take a close look at your daily routine and identify what steals your attention. Are you constantly checking emails that do not require immediate action? Are social media apps consuming hours that could be spent on growth, learning, or meaningful work? Are unimportant tasks or people diverting your energy away from your most important objectives? Awareness is the first step, because once you know what is pulling you off course, you can take deliberate action to remove it. Turning off what doesn't serve you is essential. This might mean silencing notifications, closing unnecessary tabs, or creating a dedicated workspace where interruptions are minimized. It might mean setting boundaries with others, politely but firmly communicating that your focus time is non-negotiable. These actions may feel uncomfortable at first because they challenge habits and expectations, but the freedom and productivity that result are worth the effort. By creating an environment that supports focus, you set the stage for your most productive, impactful work. Focus fiercely on what matters most. When distractions are eliminated, you can dedicate your full attention to the task at hand. This is where true progress happens, when your energy is concentrated, when your mind is free from the noise of interruptions, and when every action is intentional. The results are remarkable. Tasks that once felt overwhelming are completed more quickly, decisions are made with greater clarity, and the quality of your work rises dramatically. Discipline and focus compound over time. Each day that you commit to eliminating distractions strengthens your ability to concentrate, increases your efficiency, and reinforces the habit of intentional living. Over time, you become unstoppable, able to tackle complex challenges, meet ambitious goals, and create outcomes that once seemed out of reach.
In the end, eliminating distractions ruthlessly is not just a productivity strategy, it is a mindset. It is the recognition that your time is precious, your energy is valuable, and your goals deserve your undivided attention. When you guard your focus, you unlock the ability to achieve more, create more, and become more. In a world full of noise, the disciplined, focused individual stands apart. The one who turns intention into action, who transforms potential into achievement, and who proves that productivity is not about doing more, but about doing what truly matters without compromise. Embracing consistency over perfection is one of the most powerful principles for achieving lasting success. Too often, we wait for the perfect moment, the flawless plan, or the ideal conditions before taking action. We convince ourselves that unless everything aligns perfectly, our efforts are somehow invalid or insufficient. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion, an unattainable standard that only serves to paralyze us. Real progress is not made in moments of perfection. It is made in moments of persistence, in the quiet dedication to showing up day after day, even when conditions are less than ideal. Consistency is the engine that drives results. Small, repeated actions, when performed over time, build momentum, develop habits, and create outcomes far greater than any single act of brilliance could achieve. Writing one paragraph every day leads to a completed book. Practicing a skill daily leads to mastery. Saving a little money regularly grows into financial security. Consistency compounds, and this compounding effect is what separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who only dream about them. Talent alone cannot match the power of persistent, steady effort over time. Showing up every day also builds resilience and discipline. Life is unpredictable. Challenges arise, motivation wanes, and circumstances often seem unfavorable. When you commit to consistency, you train yourself to push through these obstacles, to act even when you don't feel like it, and to maintain focus despite setbacks. This daily practice of effort strengthens not only your skills, but your mindset. You begin to trust in the process, to understand that success is not an event, but a journey, one that requires patience, endurance, and unwavering commitment. Consistency over perfection also liberates you from fear and self-doubt. Waiting for perfect conditions often leads to procrastination, anxiety, and missed opportunities. But when you focus on showing up rather than achieving perfection, you remove the pressure to perform flawlessly and instead allow yourself to make progress. Mistakes become learning opportunities rather than failures. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. This mindset encourages action, fosters growth, and reinforces the belief that improvement comes from effort, not from an unattainable standard of perfection. Over time, consistent action builds credibility, trust, and momentum. Others notice the person who shows up reliably, who delivers results steadily, and who remains committed to their vision. This consistency becomes a hallmark of character and professionalism. It sets you apart in any field or endeavor. More importantly, it becomes a habit that drives your personal growth and strengthens your confidence. You no longer rely on bursts of inspiration or fleeting motivation. You rely on the dependable power of persistence. In the end, embracing consistency over perfection is about prioritizing action over hesitation, progress over delay, and persistence over fear. Every day you show up, every effort you make, and every small step you take compounds into extraordinary results. Talent may open doors, but persistence and consistency carry you through them. By committing to this principle, you embrace a path of steady growth, resilience, and ultimate achievement. A path where success is not a distant dream, but a natural outcome of your unwavering dedication. Time management is often misunderstood as simply doing more, packing our schedules, and maximizing every minute for productivity. But true mastery of time is not about endless work. It is about balance, about knowing when to act and when to pause. Recharge to sustain your energy because your mind and body are your most valuable assets. Without rest and recovery, focus diminishes, creativity fades, and even the most well-laid plans begin to unravel. A day filled only with activity, no matter how disciplined, cannot replace the clarity, insight, and vitality that come from proper rest and reflection. Rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is during moments of pause that your mind consolidates learning, processes experiences, and solves problems that seemed insoluble while in motion. Sleep restores your cognitive function, strengthens memory, and enhances decision-making. Breaks during the day refresh your energy, prevent burnout, and allow you to return to tasks with renewed vigor. By valuing rest as much as action, you are not wasting time, you are investing it in a way that multiplies your productivity. The person who works without pause may appear busy, but the person who balances effort with recovery achieves results that last. Reflection is another crucial component of sustained energy. Taking time to evaluate your actions, assess progress, and recalibrate your strategies provides insight that keeps your efforts focused and effective. Reflection allows you to learn from both successes and mistakes, ensuring that your energy is directed towards what truly matters. It is a moment to pause, think, and align with your purpose. Without reflection, effort can become repetitive and aimless. With it, effort becomes strategic, meaningful, and powerful. Recovery is the bridge between action and performance. It encompasses physical, mental, and emotional renewal. Physical exercise, healthy nutrition, and mindful practices like meditation or deep breathing restore the body and mind. Emotional recovery, such as spending quality time with loved ones or engaging in activities that bring joy, strengthens resilience and maintain motivation. Recovery is not a sign of weakness, it is a strategic choice to ensure sustained performance over time. The individual who respects their need for recovery can operate at a higher level consistently, whereas those who ignore it risk exhaustion and diminished impact. When you recharge to sustain your energy, you gain control over one of the most overlooked elements of productivity, your own well-being. A rested mind is a focused mind. A focused mind is a productive mind. A productive mind shapes your destiny. Balance between action and rest is what allows you to perform at your best, maintain clarity under pressure, and approach challenges with creativity and confidence. In the end, time management is about mastering your energy as much as your schedule. By integrating rest, reflection, and recovery into your routine, you ensure that every moment of effort counts. You create a life where productivity is sustainable, performance is elevated, and success is not a fleeting burst, but a lasting achievement. The path to extraordinary results is not just in relentless action, it is in knowing when to pause, recharge, and return stronger, sharper, and more capable than ever. Time is the one resource we can never reclaim. Every choice, every action, every moment matters. Take control, work with purpose, and live intentionally. Harness your time, and in doing so, unlock the life you've always dreamed.